quick primer on Brazilian political economy. For years and years and years, they had one of the highest Gini coefficients in the world. They were incredibly unequal. And they had a problem because wealth being so concentrated meant that the people who make effective investment decisions decided that their own economy was too risky because it would either be run by the military or run by the communists or run out of town. So they would take their money and they would put it in Citibank, which is nice and secure, and you get a lesser rate of return, but you don't matter because you own everything anyway. So that's the way it went on for years and years, until it got to a point where basically you had to spend so much money on private kidnap insurance and mining your house against the people who would try and kill you, that they did a deal with a guy called Lula. Lula used to run the Workers' Party. So the guy running the Workers' Party, the lefty guy, comes in and basically does exactly as I said at the bottom of that slide. Democracy is asset insurance for the rich. Stop skimping on the payments. So they did a strategy whereby they got BNDES, the Brazilian National Development Bank, to bank their lending portfolio, by the way, is twice the size of the World Bank, to subsidize domestic corporations so that they could multinational. So you got companies like Embraer, the aircraft company, there's a big cement company, others, that are now globally successful corporations. Because of that expansion, bankrolled by the development bank, what they do is they tax the companies on their earnings abroad, bring that back in, and they set up something called Bolsa Familia, which is the welfare state that Brazil never had. This has squeezed the income distribution like this at the same time as it's gone up, which enables the Brazilians to finally build a middle class. It empowers the middle class and it disempowers the traditional landowning elites. So what you end up with, there's a little fix you do with domestically high interest rates to keep these guys happy. But what you've actually done is to engineer a kind of neo-developmental welfare state, which has actually been great for Brazilian growth and has actually brought down the Gini coefficient. Because of this, everybody wants to buy Brazilian assets, which is why the real's going up, and they're export dependent, so they're freaking out. So what they've done is they've put inward capital controls on inward investment. And usually the big fear is, you put your money in, they put up capital controls, you can't get it out, it's expropriation. They're doing it totally different. They're like, you want to come here? Dead easy. Pay a transactions tax and a deposit. Because if you're not coming in for the long term, forget about sitting here earning high interest rates just because you can. So they're making it difficult for that money to come in. But as a growth node in a big country, it is happening nonetheless. So the real's going up, the economy's slowing down. But what they've done over the past 10 years, I think, is nothing short of remarkable.